Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War Guild Wars Week 90, Day 3. So today, of course, we got ourselves some yellow Guild Wars, and we'll be getting around to that, probably starting off with that. Still got a little bit of Ward Lore event to finish up, so it looks like we'll have it done by tomorrow night most likely, but we'll still do our battles for today. The thing still jiggles. That's pretty funny. And aside from that, tomorrow officially marks the day that we will hit over 1,000 troops. It is currently at 999. I'm not sure if the number will even be able to fit in there correctly. We'll see what happens. But yeah, 999 out of 999. That's, we need to screenshot that. Have we not screenshotted that yet? That's a number. That is very much a number. There we go. Make sure the thing's not in the way. There we go, 999. And tomorrow we are getting 4 new troops because we're getting a new faction, which of course will make it 1,003, meaning theoretically we've never had 1,000 troops in the game. Because we're going to be skipping 1,000 and going straight to 1,003. But you get the point, it's still over 1,000. But that'll be tomorrow, and by tomorrow I mean very soon, technically in 7 hours from now, we will have those troops coming in. Though of course I will be sleeping then. But I'll be doing a big stream tomorrow afternoon. I'll start around noon, and yeah, we'll have a big stream going over the faction, celebrating 1,000 troops coming into the game. We'll have a couple redeem codes, and primarily be messing around with the faction. Also finally celebrating the 1,000 milestone for the game, so should be pretty fun. But anyways, guys, hello everyone! Hello! Actually, let me make chat bigger so I can actually see you guys. Can't even see it. I hate how small YouTube makes it by default. There it goes. Hello, Defiant. Hello, Mister. Hello, Tyrion. Hello, Poing. Hello, Interception. Hello, hello, Eric. Hello, Jim God Diaz. Hello, Andre. Hello, Isabel. Hello, Sushi. Hello, Marcelo. Hello, Imperial. Hello, Scene. Hello, Hung. And hello, everyone else. Welcome, 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 welcome. Hope all have been having a wonderful week so far. It's almost the weekend. Question, how to help and explain a move on the board to someone by text using board column and row with numbers. Interesting. I guess you could break it down coordinate-wise. Like where you would need to move something. I'm not sure where you would start the coordinate. You could maybe do a bottom left and go 1 to 8, and then bottom left and go A to 8th letter of alphabet, go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. And do A to H, or something like that. That is, did I correctly? Why does that not seem like the 8th letter? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Oh, H is the 8th letter of the alphabet? Oh, okay, interesting. I'm not sure why. H didn't seem like it was the right letter. But, yeah, you could do it that way. I do it like a 1 to 8, A to H thingy. And then, try to say it that way. Just catching up there on the rest of chat. In case I missed something else. Slow gems today. Why, has it been slow? I haven't gotten the chance to play it yet, so hopefully it's not while we're doing Guild Wars. Nothing else. At least they fixed the skull glitch in time. Okay. And hello, Dorotero. Welcome, welcome. And hello, Jamie. Okay, so let's just click this because it's gonna annoy me if it keeps flashing otherwise. Our defend team lost 8 times. What even is our defend team right now? Oh, it's one of the weird beast ones. Actually, I think I did that for Salty's 2 Mondays ago video, so I still haven't changed that for like 2 weeks now. Though sometimes it's gone months without being changed. Because obviously the Guild War defends are the ones that matter more. Speaking of which, how have our Guild War defends been doing? Pretty bad seemingly. Pretty bad. Even the really good one didn't do too good this time. Oddly enough. Anyways, let's go do our Yellow Guild War battle. As far as against the guild we are up against. 4 more sets. Let's just say 7,000 each. That's 28,000. 28,000 comes out to be... We are beating them. Even if everyone loses once, we are actually beating them currently. So that's not too bad. That is perfectly fine. Though we seem to be about the middle of the area. So they do seem to be under us overall. So, yeah, I think we'll be fine for not moving down. Because we're going to be beating them today, and as long as we beat them today, we're pretty much in, like, dead center. And they're going to be below us, so then, boom, we win. So, overall, seems fine. Anyways, as far as Yellow Guild War, what do we currently use these days? I actually don't remember. I think I retired the Divinish Ball Equivalent. I think this was the team I wanted to switch into Weaver too, if I haven't already. Because I wanted to change every single one of my offensive teams into a Weaver team. And I believe this was one of them. I have not done yet. Oh, no, never mind, I did. Oh, yeah, this is the... I'm not sure how I feel about this team. This team is very, very weird in that the whole premise of it is to counter before they counter. And against a Mercy Bunny team, this is exactly the reason why we're using this. But we actually deliberately deny our own color in order to make sure the enemy doesn't deny our color. It's pretty much this whole team in a nutshell. It's a little slow, however, it has yet to lose us a single battle in like 3 or 4 guild wars now. So I've kind of just been sticking with it. And 20% start in 8 magic, I think that's fine, isn't it? Do we even need 20% though? I think we do. Because what are we getting mana off of otherwise? Yeah, so 20% and 8 magic, that's already perfectly fine. Okay, let's get into it. Double check that is indeed yellow. And should be good to go. Okay. So yeah, this team, it keeps scoring pretty low, like 9,200, 9,300. Though we have a 100% win rate with it. Not a single time has this team actually lost yet. Though we'll probably jinx it today. But it's been doing pretty good. It's been doing pretty good. I actually want to, oddly enough, probably kill what he currently has in first slot. Just because it's such an intimidating thing that we just want it dead. Unfortunately, though, he has a bandit. Though luckily, we got like the biggest cascade ever, so I'll take it. We're going to poke again. That bandit's going to be a little annoying. Since he did kind of just revive there. And he just revived again. Oh, gosh. It's going to be one of those kind of battles. Yeah, it's going to be one of those. Where we got to kill his team about 20 times until we actually win. Seems to be the case. One other issue here. Weaver actually does not have enough damage to kill here. Which could also be slightly problematic. I actually want to start getting Mistralis up. If he gets skull distracted, that's fine. He's going to do that little mana drain thingy. He does indeed have the mana drain as well. He does have it leveled. Sometimes they don't have it leveled because the resource is so scarce currently within the game. However, he is someone who does, which makes it a little scarier than it would be otherwise. Alright, we'll rope dart whatever's still left to be rope dartable. Take our extra turns. I kind of want all that yellow. Nothing's within Weaver range, so we're just going to go for Mistralis and hope it kind of makes... Actually, you know what? Let's take that first. Then we go for a nice Mistralis. Hopefully make something happen off of this. Not enough damage, but it did remove his barrier. Luckily, he didn't revive spam there, so I can go for a rope dart onto his hero. Make sure that thing stops reviving. Though he still wanted to get one last one in before the end. Oh gosh, he got a kill out of it. Luckily, we have Weaver, so we should be able to get a Weaver summon by the end, so we don't lose as many points, but we still lose some points for that. That's the first battle, so it doesn't matter as much. But wouldn't have happened if he didn't revive so many times. How many bandits is that? I've been keeping track. I'm pretty sure that's 5. We can see at least 2, that's for sure. But I'm pretty sure in total that was around 5 times. Very unfortunate when it happens. Oh, we'll do that. That's double Weaver. Hopefully resummon. We actually did not get 75% twice. Interesting. 275%, so we missed both of them. A little unfortunate. The battle went through. Okay, next one. Not as annoying. He does have Frost Mage, though. We also have Frost Mage, though. It kind of makes me want to use Cleanse. However, he does have Obsidious, so the second he gets an extra turn, we actually can't use Orpheus Metal anymore. Orpheus Metal is the only metal in the game that gets denied off of stun. Technically, all metals in the entire game have this effect. However, every other metal that currently exists does their effect at the beginning of battle, so it doesn't matter. However, something like Orpheus does continuously do its effect every single turn. So it being stunned does actually negate its ability. That's applicable to every metal, but because every other metal currently triggers at the beginning of battle and then never triggers again, stunning it does nothing against it. But Orpheus is different because it keeps occurring. We have Weaver. Not sure we really want to go for Weaver right now, though. Fortunately, Weaver can't really kill anything. We can still set up into it, though. We got our extra turn for enchants on everything. That's one nice thing about this team, or in Mistralis in general on Guild Wars. If you fall behind, you're always still getting that little bit of mana. It definitely adds up. Can help out a lot. Yeah, Mistralis is a good pickup if you want another good Guild War option. Though I do personally feel like this is the only day I use her on, though she is usable on every other day. Weaver's definitely more important of a pickup if you don't have it yet, though. Weaver is a very safe option for all 3 of its colors. There's not a single color day where you can't use it. One of the main reasons for that, too, is just its traits are just absurd. It arguably has actually the best 3 traits in the entire game in combination. It has Stealthy, so it can't be targeted directly, Impervious, so it can't be stunned or hit by most stats effects, And on top of that, it has a 75% chance to summon a web spinner, which does triple damage to pretty much everything in the game, or at least a good number of things. And it can also loop into itself, web spinner. It's not a true loop like Truffle, but it loops enough to get a few hits normally. But yeah, it's very ridiculously strong. Its traits alone, and its ability, of course, helps too. It has one of the few 4x webs in the game. And has a Gorgolfa-like explosion if you can actually get a kill, which is a really good amount of mana accumulation. And on top of all of that, it does some true damage to the back, as well as hitting things that normally wouldn't be able to be hit that well, like third slot. It combined with life and death is one of the most efficient ways to do damage to third slot under AI control, as well as just in general. But obviously, if you're a player, you can just directly target third. However, the AI will not do that. I should have probably killed his web spinner instead of doing the one I targeted. Web spinner might have been a little bit better there. Actually, it's still not too late to go target a web spinner a bit. Yeah, we'll go do it. I'll go throw a web spinner there. Mostly because we have Mistralis. So I can just take that, throw down Mistralis, get the enchant back on it. And web spinner's entangled, so even if he gets his turn back, which he probably will, but when he gets his turn back, he won't really be able to do much out of it. And never mind, he's dead. Well, he's still going to get the turn back, but he's kind of dead. So at least the web spinner doesn't get to do anything specifically. What do we want here? You kind of just need a rope dart, and then that just kills everything. So I'll probably just take a blue, he'll do a thing. We rope dart him. Should I take that brown? Not really worth it. We don't really need the enchant on anything. Let's do that. That is hopefully kill range. It is not. That is 2 damage off. And anything I do to poke it will overkill it. So we'll do that. Try for an extra turn. Didn't get off the sky. Throw Mistralis at it. That will hopefully kill. Even if it doesn't, we just get Weaver. And as match. Hey, we almost hit tier 1 for PvP as well. Let's see. That's one nice thing about Guild Wars. You don't actually have to go out of your way for it. So he's using Thief, so he has 1.5 billion summons. He has the really annoying Book. He has the really annoying Wild Fang. He has the double converter. Honestly, this team that we're up against right now is the whole reason why I use this team. Because if he mana drains us for... there's a lot of reasons for it, but because this team basically was made to counter the exact team he's using right now. So his very final trait when you have this Book completely upgraded ends up draining 2 mana from all yellow enemies. However, a enchant on all allies will give you 2 mana. So if you're at full mana and then trigger the enchant after he has done the mana drain, you will go back to full mana, which is a really good counter to Book. Mistralis can counter that on blue, brown, and yellow day. Technically every enchant can, though Mistralis is the best enchanter in the game. The other thing, of course, Wild Fang. This does 1 billion damage off his Skull's double, as well as triple off ability. So it hits very, very hard. And obviously our whole team is yellow, so he can't really miss onto a yellow. And of course he has 2 things that end up converting away the colors. Which of course will end up making him be able to spam Book and then just go absolutely crazy. So we could just end up denying him out before he has a chance to even do so. Which is the intention. So we do this. Now he can't deny any of the extra turns. Or now he can't get any of the extra turns since we denied out what he needs for it. We'll then go focus probably Mercy. And just because it has the purple to yellow. Which ideally we actually want to keep them as purples if we can, just so his other thing doesn't end up getting value from it. You might have to give him green here. It's a lot of green to give him, however he doesn't actually use green since he has full mana on his only green. Oh no! He just triggered Thief's auto win ability. That is the 75%, or not 75% chance, could you imagine? The 7% chance to insta-kill when he gets a kill. That is really exceedingly unfortunate because that just killed our Weaver. Which is obviously very exceedingly bad. Still winnable though. We'll kill out his last... Oh no! Gosh, the infinite resummon. If we're gonna lose this battle, it's gonna be to infinite resummon. That was a 7% kill. This was pretty devastating. Oh, and he got another resummon. Yeah, Thief has a ridiculous amount of summon on it. Like an absolutely absurdly high amount. This is probably a loss at this point, though we could probably make it work with Mistralis. We still have Rope Dart, though the only problem is, of course, he has Stealthy, so we can't actually hit him directly with that. However, we can hit him with the value off of, what's it called? Off of Mistralis. There's actually a chance we don't want to target or use Rope Dart, just so that we can get Mistralis mana going, because at this point, Mistralis, to try to target Hero indirectly, is probably our only win condition at this point. So should probably be spamming her every single turn, or every turn that we possibly can get her off. Ideally, she will hit 4 times every single time Though 3 or more is better. We just hit a 2, which is better than hitting once, but not as many as we would like to be seeing her hit. It's one of the only slight downsides of using Mistralis in Guild Wars, or even just in general. A bit of an RNG-based character, where you really need to get lucky to actually get to the hits to land, because of how large of a variable it has, but how many hits it ends up doing. Which can be problematic at times, of course. I guess I take this just to get the purple out of the way. Get a little bit of a bigger cascade. Unfortunately, he has an armor gain. How much armor is that? 48. That's not a nice amount. Oh, and of course we only hit once. But yeah, that's going to be able to just keep denying us, which is rather unfortunate. He's going to be able to keep resummoning them too, which is also problematic. I'm very tempted to throw down a rope dart right about now to try to kill it. I don't think we can do enough damage this turn though. Unless we can get another skull. Do we have anywheres where we could try for skull for Sky? I don't believe we do. I can skull distract and then have a skull next turn. Okay, so he distracted on the skull. That's still fine. However, I do not have a way to really kill it. I could try taking a green and hope we get lucky. We did! Unfortunately, he countered our luck with luck. We got lucky, but so did he. Though a bandit's less annoying than the thing that can give him extra armor, so that's not as bad. Though still very bad. Because if he was dead, if nothing was in first slot or second slots, I would be able to hit his hero directly. Okay, this is slightly problematic now too. We only have one single thing to use for the rest of this battle, and that is Mistralis. Mistralis could technically still win this, though this definitely makes it a little bit sketchier of a battle, especially now that he's book rolling, and I do not have enchant, so I actually can't deny it, and he just tears us apart. Resummon! Why? But yeah, resummon, very annoying. Hey, this team finally lost though. Though it lost to insta-kill and 3 resummons. I don't know, maybe we should move the Weaver up one. In case he somehow 7% again. Because it does happen. Let's see, we'll take the blue for now. Trying to land an extra turn. Luckily he gives us that extra turn we need. Get everything rolling. Which is very beneficial for us. So apparently the team can lose. Only if it gets every possible bad RNG in combination. It can indeed lose. Just need bad enough luck. Okay. I feel like killing this first. Fortunately, there's not enough damage. I'm tempted just to Mistralis this actually. And of course he resummons. No, not again! Round 2 of the resummon wars. What do we even go for here? Probably aim for a Weaver in case we can get alignment off of this. Also make some web so he doesn't do as much. Gonna have rope dart next turn. Gonna have almost everything next turn. Let's see. We'll take a brown. Hope it surges. Doesn't surge. We'll full mana on it next turn then. Let's do that anyways. Alright, let's go get a bunch of pokes down. Ever so barely that lives. However, he is in Weaver range, so I might as well Weaver him before he summons a billion times, just to ensure it doesn't happen. We then get a Mistralis down, and that's match. Okay, that went much easier this time, now that he didn't get a free double kill. Combined with a billion summons, he only got 1 summon that time. Which isn't as bad. But unfortunately, he did lose once. But overall, 8,000 for that pacing, not too bad. I'll take it. But yeah, one very unfortunate battle there. Everything bad luck that could have happened pretty much happened. But it happens sometimes. Adventure board has pretty much nothing on it today. However, I do have a lucky top task. This is different for every person, but I got the kill 150 green today, which means we definitely need to go kill 150 green today. Let's see. Which means after we go do the World event, I might have to go grind some Dust Devils real quick. Doing like Forest of Thorns or something. What am I looking for? I'm looking for Phoenicia. So we can go do our dailies real quick with it. Then we'll go hand out a code. And then we'll go mess with the World event, finish that up. And then the rest of the time get our 150 green kills that we need. Definitely can't pass up on those 100 gems. So even if we don't do it today, it just rolls over to the next day. However, that does mean it doesn't get to re-roll, which means you technically lose out on at minimum 20 gems if you don't do it the day of. However, theoretically, you could keep delaying it for as long as you want. You just wouldn't get the refresh on the daily objective for the top part. You know, it's ideally you'd want to get it done the day of. Because every day that you don't is basically 20 gems you could have had. It doesn't take that long, though. Like, killing 100 of anything for the 20 gem one is pretty much free. Doing almost anything within the game for dailies will get you that amount of kills. The kill 150 you sometimes have to go out of your way for, if what you're specifically doing on a given day isn't necessarily killing a lot of the color. But you can easily just go somewhere as quick kill with Rowan or Dust Devil, and it only takes like, what, 15 minutes, 30 minutes to kill that many? It doesn't take that long. Still very good value. Oh, so hello Bushka, hello Philip, hello Gerudo, hello Marvelous, hello Mr. Jesse, who I said hello to. If Zugoff, is Zugoff worth using as a Guild War attacker? Yes, but it's a bit risky. Like, I changed my purple team to not even have Zugoff this week. Zugoff is, it's just risky in the sense that there's a lot more likely in Guild Wars to have immune to freeze or even just cleanse in general. Because Guild War battles are just more likely in general because they're player-built teams that have those kind of mechanics. But the other issue that comes into play is if he misses with his ability. If you use Zugoff and his skulls don't land an extra turn, or lands like 3 extra turns for the enemy, that's pretty devastating because you might get a free kill, but the enemy basically gets a free kill back on you. Which, yeah, that's obviously bad. Oh, also, we have the class event for, I'm just skipping class events these days. But since like a couple weeks ago we started just skipping them, and now it's like, yeah, I'll just skip all of them. But yeah, we do have a class trial today. It's for Warden. Most noteworthy thing about Warden is if you get it to level 70, it is the only hero class in the game that has both Greenstorm plus Dispel. This is particularly good for truffle teams in the Underworld because you need it to, or really anywheres, because you need it to get rid of Submerge. Dispel will get rid of Submerge, and you have Greenstorm in order to get truffle going a bit better. So it's a good idea to have a Warden at level 70. It's not like a super high priority. It is still one of the weaker hero classes in the game. However, if you're planning on running something like Forest Troll Double Truffle into Hero, Warden hero class is the best class to be using for it, but it requires your Warden to be level 70 for it to work properly. But anyways, let's go ahead to the code. And then we'll go mess with the world events, finish out those last few battles, and then we'll go and get our 150 green kills that we need to get our free 100 gems. I'm gonna go get you guys this code, quick save, X out of that, put this over in the code section. Code section's hiding on me, there it is. Put that there, click redeem, refresh, put the whole thing over, paste it, copy it. And there you go. There's a redeem code used on jumptowar.com for the game code section. Your invite code will be found in your settings menu. Whatever game says right over there is what you put in for your invite code. Redeem code's right over there in chat. Copy and paste the random numbers and letters starting with AF. And it gives the same reward as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,500 gold. And tomorrow for the noon stream, we will have a few of those. We'll stream at noon and go for a while and have a few throughout, as well as at least one of the bigger codes. And go from there. But I'll be going over the new faction, celebrating the 1,000 troops coming into the game, and just kind of messing with stuff from there. We're mostly going to be doing the faction. But, yeah, we'll have a couple codes then. And aside from that, definitely feel free to leave a like on the stream. Helps out a lot and is greatly appreciated. And let's go do this world event. So it's going to prompt me to actually change my banner. It is actually quicker to do it through this prompt than it is to bother going to the other screen to do it. So we'll just do that, and then boom, we're good to go. It's actually slower to do it the other way around, oddly enough. So if you're currently using different metals than what is needed for the event, it's better just to go into the event with the wrong metals than it is to bother changing your team, which is kind of funny. Doesn't save much time, but it is slightly quicker that way. I wish you could do that on any battle screen. Would be very convenient. You can only do it specifically for World Event, though. You're so happy you're almost back up to 30 Nomopaloozas? Nice. You've been grinding them? They are still possible to find outside of Vault events. The rate of which they drop, obviously, is quite a bit lower. However, it is still possible to find them, similar to how you can get Vault keys outside of Vault events as well. It's a lot slower to do so, but they can be found. The next Vault event is on August 13th, actually, oddly enough, the day I get back from my trip. So, rather convenient. quite literally the exact day I get back is the start of the next world events. So it kind of worked out perfectly time-wise. I was wondering how you donated so much gold. Because I saw you did like 1 billion of them earlier today. I already claimed it, of course. But yeah, I did see that earlier today. Oh, speaking of that, I didn't end up streaming the other game earlier today. As far as midday streams, obviously tomorrow we'll be doing Gems of War's 1,000th Troop Celebration combined with the new faction. Mostly going over the new faction, of course, as we always do every time a new faction comes out. But we'll be doing that, and the only other midday stream we might have before I go is possibly on Sunday, which we'll do Puzzle Quest 3. It's gonna be Saturday or Sunday. Most likely Sunday, though. It's probably gonna be a shorter stream. Probably go for like a few hours, if that. But I want to get a stream out for in case they do a patch while I'm gone. I like getting a stream of every version of Puzzle Quest out. Until they finally launch. That's pretty much all we're covering for the game. Is one stream every version. And there's a small chance they'll have another version by the time I get back. So I want to do it before I go. Oh, I highly doubt it. But you never know. They might get a quick patch out. Why is all these moves bad? Why are all these moves still bad? Just gonna have to go for a mana generator. Which is why he's there. Of course. You got Garchomp and you need help. Yeah, he's... Garchomp's a bit weird in Pokemon Unite. He starts off very, very weak. And then becomes later in the game like one of the strongest characters by the end of the match. He's definitely a bit harder to play compared to Pikachu. That's because you have to wait like half the game before you can even properly start playing it. Because it's so weak when it starts compared to other Pokemon. So we'll take that over. We're not at all the rewards. We'll have it tomorrow night, though, for sure. I wanted to get my battles in to help out the guild, of course. Okay, so with that out of the way, let's go hunt for some green kills. Of which we need 120 of them. Easiest way for us to go do this is just go bring Dust Devil to Forest of Thorns. Where on earth is my Dust Devil team? I also need to rename some of these things. This is still all over the place. Also, I still never got that video out. It will be at some point soon. I've just been trying to get so many things done before I leave that keep getting distracted by things. Also, that's not what I need. That's not the right team. There it is. I'm not sure why I renamed it to that. Ever since I renamed it, it has become substantially harder for me to find where on earth that team is. Is Pokemon Unite hard pay to win or League of Legends level pay to win? I've never played League of Legends, so I'm not sure the level at which League of Legends pays to win. The only MOBA I've ever played that's like really mainstream that hasn't died or has like a player base of only a few thousand is Dota 1 and 2. And I know Dota 1 and 2, unless Dota 2 added it, has no pay to win whatsoever. You just automatically have everything unlocked and the only thing they sell is cosmetics. I'm not sure if that has changed since I've last played. But last I recall, it is 100% free to play in that sense, that money never gives you any advantage. I'm not sure how League of Legends is set up, but yes, Pokemon Unite has quite a few aspects where if you spend a little bit of money, you would have a higher chance of winning. It isn't like directly you pay money and you will win, but it is you pay money and you will have better chance of winning. Like none of the Pokemon specifically are pay to win, but you do have to unlock them with in-game currency or money. However, they have an item upgrading system that are basically like your held items that you would buy during a battle, and you just start with them at the beginning. And every single one of those gains higher stats based on how much you upgrade it. And you can upgrade it with money, which is obviously problematic. But I made it to master rank in a week, though I did spend $33. Though some people I think did it for free, making it to master rank, though it is a lot harder doing it that way. And the reason why I spent exactly 33, even though that sounds like a really weird number, they had a couple bundles that gave extra gems, and I basically did every single one that had the extra gems on them, because they were a better ratio than buying $100 worth of gems, which makes absolutely no sense whatsoever, but that's why I did it that way. Yeah, it's kind of like Gems of War almost in that regard. Like, when you first start off in Pokemon Unite, which is obviously everyone right now because the game just started, like, everyone is equally at, like, a disadvantage if you're playing free-to-play. But free-to-play players in Pokemon Unite after a year would look exactly the same like a non-free-to-play player as far as, like, how upgraded they are and everything. Money just allows you to have it instantly, which is obviously problematic when the game starts. Like, give it, like, half a year, and, like, in 2022 it wouldn't even be noticeable for the most part. The only big issue with that is getting into the game would be kind of bottlenecked by that. And that, like, you just start up and it's like, oh, everyone has these way upgraded items. I kind of need those too. And then the only way you could really speed it up is money, unless they do something else to farm it later at some point. But I don't know, I would give it a shot. Like, early game's definitely not pay to win at all because everyone's still using, like, non-upgraded items. And you can get them upgraded quick enough. Like, I've gotten multiple sets of level 20. And even if I didn't spend any money, I would still have, like, 2 sets of level 20s right now in that game. Though they do go to level 30s, but almost no one's running level 30s. Just because every level 30 costs, like, $40 or something. So obviously most people didn't bother doing that. Only the whales. I don't know, it's worth trying. It's coming to mobile in September. I mostly played a Switch version, though. Though I might try it on PC to see what it's like. It doesn't have an official PC version, but you, of course, can use an emulator to do an Android version of it. Once it comes out to phone officially. I think it's like late September it's coming out on phone. The best long-term way to spend gems in Pokemon Unite is every single week you get 1,400 energy that you can do via your battles. And there's a thing in the shop that costs 50 gems once you have unlocked the loot box system. I'm not sure if you've unlocked it yet. But once you have the loot box system unlocked for that game, there's a 50 gem thing in the shop that you can buy that basically doubles the amount of effectiveness you get from that loot box. And that's actually the best value for gems in the entire game, because it can only be bought with gems and not with in-game currency. And it basically doubles the effect of your free energy that you get every week. And the reason why that's so useful is it drops literally everything. It drops clothing, it drops skins, it drops things that basically unlock everything in the game. So it's kind of convenient getting double it. But yeah, I used a lot of them on the upgrading tokens. It's definitely set up in a way where you kind of feel like you need to, which is probably the worst thing about that game overall. But if you overlook that aspect, it's a pretty solid game. It's just the weird how they implemented the item system. That's one thing I like about Gems of War too. Even if you have low rarity stuff, it still kind of works. Like if you had a Leprechaun at ultra rare that isn't bothered to be mythic, all you did was have it fully traded, it's still one of the best troops in the entire game. Despite it being only an ultra rare and despite it not being like ascended at all or anything, it is still one of the best 10 troops in the entire game despite being low rarity. There's a lot of instances like that within the game where something super low rarity can actually be ridiculously good. Like right now, Greed is a rare, Dust Devil's a rare. Both of these would work just the same even if they weren't mythic right now. If they were just rares that aren't upgraded at all, as long as they were fully traded, they'd be doing the exact same thing. Though, of course, most of the team is being carried by Iron Hawk, but still, those two would still be doing the same thing if they were just fully traded rares instead of fully maxed rares. A lot of low rarity things can still do near full effectiveness, which is nice. And in many instances, a lot of low rarities are actually better than higher rarities. Like, for example, Beatrix, which you can get pretty easily from Chaos Shards, like a couple hundred Chaos Shards, is better than the Mythic that's coming out next month for Gems of War. It's basically just a weaker version of Beatrix. And Beatrix is really easy to get. All the faction troops are. Because all you need are some Chaos Shards, and then you throw it in the portal for the corresponding faction. In case of that one, the Deep Hive. Yeah, Gems of War is very free-to-play friendly. It's actually pretty insane how free-to-play friendly this game is. I've never seen any free-to-play game get even remotely close to how it is. It's very rare to see a game like this. Unfortunately, Puzzle Quest 3 is not set up anywhere near the same way. Though it's still in development, so we'll see where it is by the time it finishes. Yeah, they did really good on that for Gems of War. We've done many free-to-play accounts in the past. I've just gotten tired of making a billion new accounts. But we used to do that like every couple months, make it like a new free-to-play account and just play up to a certain point. We haven't for a while. I haven't for about 2 years now since the Switch version came out. Oh no, I'm pretty sure they're never going to change that for Gems of War. They're just going to find more ways to milk money out of people. Like making the bigger season pass more enticing, like they did recently. So that I can try getting $25 from people every 10 weeks instead of 10. And stuff like that. That and overpriced flash offers. Actually, they already started the overpriced flash offers in Puzzle Quest 3 as well. Not sure why. But they have. Your game money is already planned out for Final Fantasy XIV. Yeah, I generally don't spend too much on free-to-play games. Gems of War, I believe, is the most I've ever spent on any free-to-play game. But the only exception, I think, being Dota 2. But Dota 2, I was flipping a lot of stuff to make more money from it, so theoretically, even though I effectively spent more on that game, I also profited from it, so it wasn't necessarily spending just for the sake of spending. Because the spending on that game was artificially high because I was profiting from the spending on it. But yeah, generally when it comes to free-to-play games, I try not to go over $100 on most. Gems of War has been that rare exception. And Puzzle Quest 3 already threw 100 at it immediately. And good thing I did, because they actually changed something with it that made it better value to have it now than later. I'm not sure why they were nerfing the value of it, because it's already pretty bad value. And it seemed like it needed a value buff, not a value nerf, but they actually nerfed it in the most recent patch. Which seemed kind of weird. But they gave all the resources of what you would have gained otherwise, so it was kind of nice. Because they shipped out like hundreds of keys to you. Because they gave you basically all the keys you should have gotten for the full duration of the 1-year subscription thingy. Which is kind of funny. Yeah, in Gems of War, for the most part, the Season Pass is technically the only thing worth getting. Death Knight Armor if you don't already have it in Season Pass. Those are like the only two things. There are a few flash offers here and there that are not horrible, though I personally never went for any of the flash offers. The Season Pass of pretty much every game is worth it, though. That's a pretty bad game if the Season Pass within the game that has a Season Pass is not worth it. But, yeah, it's pretty much just like a given in most games. It's a kind of format that it just kind of works. Hey Isabel, if you have any questions about the game, feel free to send it to me on Discord, and I'll answer them. Yeah, I never did get around to doing any videos. I've had a really weird schedule this last week. I've just been all over the place. But then once I head on the family trip, hopefully things after that will get back to normal-ish. As long as hurricane season isn't horrible this year. Of course, we still need to cover that one video for Gems of War, too, over the 3 new troops. But as long as I get it done before the end of this week, that's fine. Because that one is just going over the Season Pass stuff to end out the season with. Yeah, Pokemon Unite has a lot of menus all in one little area. I feel like a lot of free-to-play games have that bit of an issue. I don't feel like Gems of War is too bad with it, but it does have a little bit of that issue. Where the really main menu that you first start off in just has like a billion... Why am I not winning the battle? There we go. Where the main menu that you start off with just has like a billion different menus that go over the place. Like if we're just looking at the screen right here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 menus. Because this is a menu, and this is a menu. And then those menus lead to even more menus. Yeah, 18 menus in this one screen. Hey, Bill made it first. Welcome, Bill. Welcome, welcome. Did we go over green kills yet? I feel like we have. Oh yeah, we already did. I was doing that for nothing. Well, not for nothing. We were getting a bunch of XP, which is still useful. Always good to get that little bit of XP in there. Anyways, since we got it out of the way, I guess we'll do a little bit of token grinding. Or you know what? Let's go do the, I lied. We actually are going to do the class trial today. Let's go claim our 25 gems. It's not much, but, hey, it's better than nothing, I guess. Let's go claim some gems. I am looking for the team I showed on Monday. There it is, Warden class. Oh, I have the wrong hero class set because I need it for the other thing, though. So do we need this pet? No. No, we might claim it for some pet food. It's around for 53 minutes, so we still have time to get both of them in then. Alright, let's go just clear this out real quick. 25 gems, 25 gems. We'll do that, change our class to Archmagus, and this shall be our team. And basically every battle we do gives us 1 gem. It's not a lot of gems, but it's better than no gems. It's like 1 hour's worth of tribute these days. And if we take a brown or a purple surge, we will get full mana because we currently have +2 brown. Or sorry, we have +4 brown, +3 purple. Or sorry, no, that's incorrect as well. We have gosh, how much plus do we have right now? We have +4 brown and +5 purple. That's a lot of pluses. Another pet to the grinder, I know, right? Poor pets. Wait, did he just cast Valraven? Did I just leave a 5 times yellow on the board? I think I did. Whoops. During the time that we do the class event, we could have gotten an Initiative token. Yes, we also could have gotten some useless tokens. Plus, this is 25 gems that saves us for Friday event anyways. Because we're going to be spending 2,510 gems. And doing this saves us 25 gems. It still isn't too bad. I don't know. Its value is kind of weird in the current state of the game. You get 25 gems for doing 20 battles. Each battle, you basically one-shot, though not exactly. I believe the overall amount of time this late in the game takes about 10 to 15 minutes to complete. So let's say 10 minutes. For 10 minutes, you get 25 gems. Is that worth it? In the current state of the game, kind of. Depends how many gems you currently have. With how many gems we have, it's slightly less worth it. But it's not horrible value. It's just tribute is so high this late in the game that it kind of almost seems horrible value. Because you take tribute for 1 hour and you get like 20-something gems. Or you can do this for like 10-15 minutes and still get the same amount. Class events have always had the issue of being really horrible value since the day they have existed. The only thing that they're particularly good for is if you really want to go max a hero class immediately. You can do so by throwing a billion gems at it. It's pretty pricey to do so, though I have done it many times. Also, don't you run away with my gems. Because if he runs away, we actually only get 15 gems and not 25. If a single Valraven escapes. Which they've been trying very hard to. And as Bill mentioned, definitely feel free to leave a like on stream. Helps out a lot. It's greatly appreciated. Yeah, Nomapalooza is absolutely insane. However, the one thing about Nomapalooza, though, is you can't do a Nomapalooza while it's not Nomapalooza, or, you know, while it's not a Vault event. So even though Nomapalooza is a thing, it's not like we can actively do it right now. So yes, 25 gems relative to Nomapalooza is basically negative loot. But, not literally negative loot, but you know what I mean. It's so ridiculously small in comparison. However, it's, compared to what we can farm right now, while it's not Nomapalooza, 25 gems isn't horrible for 10 minutes. It's not the greatest value out there in the game. Well, that is far from the worst. Though I do highly advise never, ever, 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 ever spending money on the this event. It is exceedingly bad value unless you specifically want to just auto-max a hero class all the way. And even then it costs a lot of resources. Let's have the wrong metal set up right now. Not sure if this will save us any time, but I want to go pure magic. So that's not what I wanted. There it is. Alright, 2 more sets, and then we'll get the rest of our gems. Our last 15. At this point, we get 1.5 gems per battle. The value has increased. Though we also have to cast twice instead of once. Instead of getting 1 gem per battle, we get 1.5 gems per battle. You also get class XP, but the class XP is obviously pretty pointless if you have the class max. However, theoretically, every class XP is worth 1 gem if you were to mass buy it. So if you break it down that way, it's actually a pretty hefty amount of value if you specifically need the XP. However, XP is easier than ever to farm in the current state of the game. Does this even do any damage? It does not. It's the only bad thing about this team composition right now. We don't really have a good cleanup option when we can't do the black manacle thing or get a skull. That'd be funny if you killed a hero. That would be a very awkward battle. Already was without it. Why am I using this? The black manacles? Mostly because it's a really good AoE option. It's actually one of the best weapons in the entire game. Its mana cost to damage ratio is really good. It also has a 20% chance to devour. Oh, you mean the cubs. Why are we using all the dire cubs? Because they have a brown link on them. So it allows us to black manacle very quickly. Because if we surge on brown or surge on purple, we will instantly get full mana for our hero. Whereas if we didn't have those 3, a surge on brown would not give us full mana. From when we have the half mana start. Also, only a few more days and no more lycanthropy. That'll definitely need to be the title of Sunday and Monday night stream. Sunday night stream being lycanthropy will be gone tomorrow, and then Monday stream being lycanthropy is gone, as well as Tower of Doom. We'll be doing all of our Tower of Doom battles that day because I will be leaving the day after. So we kind of have to. I believe my flight's at like 6 a.m. or something. So we might actually be moving the time of tomorrow, of Monday stream, we'll see. It'll probably still be streaming while it's 8, but I might do it like an hour early or something. Just because I believe I have to be up by like 5 on Tuesday morning. Let's see, we'll take that over. Please give me 1 mana. Or actually 2 mana. Didn't realize that the explosion didn't give us 1. How's it so hard just to get a little bit of mana? Also, I really need a scope poke here too. We need to take Scold and take the mana. Or just get a Skull Poke. Because he needs to die before we do the thing. You don't have any board control, do you? I really wish the Link had a better option this week. But we do not this week. I devoured the right one. Unfortunately, he still lives, or he still gets to summon even if he gets devoured. Which is unfortunate. Can we get another devour? No, when we need it most. Doesn't trigger. Gosh, I hate this revive thing. I think this is the last set we had to do it on, though. It goes so slow sometimes if you don't have a good follow-up, and this team has absolutely no follow-up on it whatsoever. Luckily, I believe that's the last time we need to deal with it. Question, how to stop getting these useless ingots from the arena offers? Ingots. Even though there is no weapon to upgrade, besides the Doom weapons, which needs Forge Scrolls. Is it doing it because of a kingdom upgrade? Does any kingdom you need require you to get a upgrade? I've never seen a single ingot ever in my offers, I don't think. Have I? Maybe I've just been ignoring them so much. But I believe it only does it if you need to do a kingdom upgrade for it. That means you probably don't have enough weapons upgrade in a specific kingdom. You'd have to check the stars on every kingdom you have to know for sure, as far as what your objective is. I've personally never seen that though, but that's because we've always had so many weapons that it's impossible for us to ever see it. So that's likely why you're seeing it. And the reason you're seeing it so much is the kingdom-related objectives have a higher chance of occurring compared to generic tasks. And it would also explain why I've never seen it before. Because it only occurs if you specifically need it for a kingdom upgrade. We've never needed it because we've always had every weapon max. Or not every weapon, but you know, as many weapons as we would need for a kingdom upgrade. Catch you later, Rogue. Thanks for stopping by. Let's see. Yeah, I did the dislike button for Bill's statement. That's funny. If anyone still has any other questions, anything you want me to go over, let me know. There's our juicy gems. And since we have it up, I might as well clear out the pet. Grind into pet food for later. Poor little pet. Let me switch back to 20% before I forget to later as well. Well, let's go clear these out. Oh, you're on Xbox, that's why. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's unfortunate that the codes don't work on console. I'm still curious to see how on earth they're going to do that for Puzzle Quest 3. The game is basically unplayable with controller. So I'm not sure exactly how they're going to make it work. Because it has a weird timer that makes it near impossible to play without either touchscreen or mouse and keyboard. Well, technically you don't need the keyboard part, but you know, the mouse part. Without that or touchscreen, it is very unplayable. Which is weird because the most recent patch actually added some controller functionality. I personally haven't bothered testing it, but I'm not sure why they would already. Maybe the console release is earlier than planned. Or maybe they want to have some kind of controller support by the time Steam gets its release. But I believe they're doing it in early access when it does come to Steam. I really hope it comes to Steam in the next month or two, though. Oh, also, Darkest Dungeon 2. It seems like Darkest Dungeon 2 might be about a month or two away. No official date has really been given, but more stuff has been leaking from it. And yeah, it seems like it's around the corner. The only bad thing about Darkest Dungeon 2 is it's releasing as a one-year exclusive in beta on Epic Games Store, which means I might finally, for the first time ever, have to actually play a game off of Epic Games Store, which is rather unfortunate. But yeah, we're going to do Darkest Dungeon 2 when it comes out. Still not out yet, though. And hopefully it doesn't come out while I'm away, though it shouldn't. It's most likely coming out late August, sometime in September. No official date yet. And by come out, I mean it's just going to be a beta. Yeah, I know, I hate Epic Game Store too. However, I like Darkest Dungeon enough that I'd still play it on their beta thingy. And then buy it again when it comes to Steam and then never touch the Epic version ever again. Okay, there we go. We have done all the things. I'm pretty sure we've done all the things. We did our pet, we did the other little event thing. I did as much as an adventure board that's even worthwhile, because a single glory gnome just makes us look like nothing. Though I already have Dust Devil team set, might as well clear it real quick, I guess. But does anyone else have any other questions? Any other anything? Otherwise, tomorrow, big stream. We'll be starting at noon. And we'll be going over the new faction that's coming out in about 6 hours from now, as well as celebrating the 1,000th troop coming into the game. We will officially have over 1,000 troops as of tomorrow. So it'll be a pretty big milestone for the game. And we will be celebrating it with multiple redeem codes. And most of the stream, of course, will be messing around with the faction as far as actual gameplay. We'll be grinding through the new faction, reading the storyline, all that good stuff, all the stuff we normally do for a new faction. I wasn't able to do it the previous time either because I was away at the time, but luckily, I'm here for this one. So we'll be doing that then tomorrow. But anyways, guys, I'll be starting around noon. That's in 15 hours from now. Whatever your time zone is from there is when it is. And we'll be doing that. We'll still have our normal 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time stream 1 hour prior to now tomorrow, as we do every single night. And we'll have the big stream tomorrow celebrating the 1,000 troops and going over the new faction. And we'll go from there. Keep in mind, we will be leaving as of next Tuesday, so we will be gone for a little over a week. Next Tuesday till the following week's Friday, we will be gone for, so do be wary of that. I do have some plans to record some videos beforehand. We're actually going to be going over every single troop in the entire game to celebrate 1,000 troops coming into the game. So we'll be doing that, probably recording it on Saturday and or Sunday. Not sure how long it's going to take. It's going to take like 5-6 hours to really record it all, maybe even longer, I'm not sure. So it's probably the Saturday and Sunday. We'll take both to get it done. That'll also kind of determine if we even can do a midday stream on Sunday, because I might still be recording stuff for that. But we'll have it rolling out while we're gone. We'll probably have the first one come out on that Tuesday that I'm gone, and then go all the way for that 6 days straight, where we basically go over every troop in the entire game in rarity order, starting from common and working our way up to mythic/boss, since they're both technically the same category, and doing that in celebration of 1,000 troops as our kind of big video for it. Are we doing 500 faction tomorrow? No, though we are doing a lot of progress on it. Our plan normally, as far as how we break it up, is during the morning stream on Friday, we do, we read through the storyline, we go over the troops, you know, unlock everything, get everything leveled, all that, blah, 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 and kind of get to around 300, 400 as far as in the faction. After that, on Friday night, we normally go and get all the way to around 500, or at least a lot more progress towards it. And then on Saturday nights, we normally do pure faction. That's kind of how we split it up, so we could split it between the 3 streams, where the morning one gets a good bulk of it done. The Friday night one kind of finishes up whatever we didn't do, not counting pure faction. And then Saturday night we do the pure faction for it. And sometime in between there we cover a video going over all the troops and all the normal stuff with it. What's my favorite team for the faction tomorrow? Or what is my team for it? I have not decided yet. We'll be figuring it out tomorrow. Actually, I can't even remember what the color restriction is off the top of my head. It's on the little spoiler thread, but at this point it's coming out in 6 hours. Might as well just wait till then. Just figure it out then. But whatever its color is, we'll figure out something. I believe we have access to Iron Gut, so we'll be able to do something with it. Actually, let me just double check the color now. I don't know if it's the color. I forget off the top of my head. Kingdom. The color is purple and yellow. So, yeah, you could do Zugoff Iron Gut build. You can do triple finesse, Nimbus Bow. We have access to a couple different skull spam options. So overall, it's a little bit of a weird color combination, but not the worst. And of course, we have access to Leprechaun, stuff like that as well. Because of the purple, we have access to Thrall. So honestly, I feel like my team's going to be It's probably going to be Iron Gut, Thrall, Zugov, something else. Maybe just Hero running something. But that's probably going to be ultimately my team. I might reorder a little bit if we need something safer. But that is likely what we'll be doing. Thrall, Zugov, Iron Gut, Thrall, Zugov, and then one other troop. Either Hero or something else that assists. Maybe even just a Leprechaun to get things rolling. So overall, should be, like, the super ultra meta is usable for this faction, so it shouldn't be too bad. And regardless, you can end up building an Iron Gut team out of it while having a really good mana accumulator. Yeah, you could just High King Iron Gut with Thrall. So that makes it pretty easy. Thrall to mana accumulate, High King Iron Gut to kill everything. And that's the basic strategy for doing the later battles. And obviously the earlier battles, you can use whatever. And Finesse is one of those options too. As well as Finesse, if you need something super cheap, can run through the entire faction. Nimbus Bow triple Finesse or triple Finesse into any weapon. Ends up working out. Anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys later. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you all have a wonderful week and weekend. And tomorrow, we celebrate the 1,000th troop being added to the game, as well as going over everything with the new faction. I'll catch you guys then. Thanks for stopping by. It's always greatly appreciated as always, and I'll see you then. Goodbye, everyone.